Hey, everybody.
Hey, how y'all
It's,
doing?
it's another Sunday,
Yes, it is.
a special Sunday,
It really is.
Patriot Day, a day we remember um,
The events of 9
the
11.
horrific events that were perpetrated upon our country 21
One.
years ago. So you don't say Happy Patriots Day.
No.
You don't say Happy September the 11th. You just say, remember, how precious our freedoms are and how quickly they can be taken away. But this show is not going to be a bummer of a show. Just wanted to, right off the bat, um, remember what this day is about and how it changed all of our lives 21 years ago.
Yeah.
I remember walking from the ticket counter across the tarmac, right up the stairs, the ladder, and into my seat on an airplane, never being approached or interrogated or x-rayed. And on that day, it all changed.
It sure did.
Lines got a lot longer at TSA. But anyway, we lost a lot of our American citizens on that day. And we basically declared war on terror and spent 20 years in Afghanistan, which is a whole nother story as to how we pulled out of Afghanistan.
Just a year ago.
Yeah, just a year ago.
Anyway.
But we'd like to remember those 13 servicemen and women who gave their lives at the Abbey Gate there in Kabul at the airport. That was sad.
Yep.
But anyway, happy Sunday. We have had 2 solid weeks of beautiful weather.
Yes, we did.
And it's gorgeous again today.
Yes,
isn't it?
It is.
However, comma,
we had a day and a half.
We decided to go to a local farm league ball game.
Yeah.
Basically a minor league, independent league, the Colorado Springs Vibes. And we went to their baseball game Friday night. Yeah. And dang near froze to death.
It was cool.
A slight drizzle in the air and cool.
Yeah.
And yesterday, we were invited by my sister and brother-in-law, Miss Barbara's sister and brother-in-law, to go to the Air Force Academy ball game here on the Air Force Academy. The Air Force Falcons taking on the CU Buffalo.
Yes.
So the Colorado University Buffalo were in town yesterday. We had a tailgate out in the parking lot. It was awesome. A lot of great barbecue. And we want to thank Bob and Sue for your generosity and hospitality. And J.E. Dunn, the company that Bob works for, who did the tailgate for us. And we had a blast. However, we just simply could not weather that chill and that wet. It was wet and cold. And I think when we left, Air Force was up over CU by a couple of points. And we left midway through the second quarter. We never made it to halftime.
Yeah.
Almost halftime.
Almost. It was wet.
Yeah, it was wet and cold. So we made our way back over here, less than a mile, back over here to the famcamp, and we got ourselves toasty again and relaxed, and we checked the score. Air Force beat CU 44-10. Now they were up when we left, but not that much. So I would say it was climate, but that ain't so because CU is up in Boulder.
Oh yeah,
Colorado University, so they couldn't claim the altitude or the chill. It was two fairly even teams, and Air Force came out ahead. So Air Force on the season now is 2-0. Good for them.
Yeah.
Excellent. Alabama pulled off a squeaker yesterday, and Auburn won.
And Auburn won.
So I think it was 20-19 Alabama over Texas, the Longhorns, and Auburn played San Jose State.
And it was like 20. I don't know the score.
It was comfortable.
Yeah, by a score.
By a score, yeah. I think we had them by 11 points. So they would have had to score, convert a 2-point conversion, and get a field goal all within 3 minutes. And, of course, that didn't happen. So Auburn pulls one out. And it was a great day in college football yesterday. If you're in Colorado, where we are right now, all the TVs are tuned to the Denver Broncos.
No, they're playing Monday night.
Oh, so it's a Monday night game.
Yeah.
Well, who the heck are all these folks in Colorado watching today?
Just football.
Just football.
Just football.
Anyway, you want to say hello to?
We got John from Over the Hill RV.
Hello, John.
And Sandy and Phil are here from Idle Cruises.
Sandy and Phil, great to see y'all. I know last Sunday we posted we were going to do the live stream and then we didn't. And we apologize. I had something to do last Sunday.
And it was a last minute thing. And it was the last trip of the season.
It was the last trip. And Miss Barbara did something exciting on Saturday. So why don't you tell them what you did Saturday?
Last week, Saturday, I went on my first ever hot air balloon ride. And it was a blast. I was a little nervous. Mostly I was afraid that with the altitude of the balloon, I might get sick.
Yeah.
Because altitude sickness is a real thing, and it takes you a couple of days to not only get over it, but it takes a few days for it to hit.
Yeah.
So I was a little concerned that I would not feel good, but it was beautiful. It was a great adventure, and if you've never been in a hot air balloon, I highly suggest it. So
if it's been on your bucket list, there's lots of places to take a hot air balloon ride. We did it here in Colorado Springs downtown from a park. It was called Labor Day Liftoff.
Yep.
Of course, if you're anywhere in New Mexico, especially in Albuquerque in that area,
yeah,
hundreds of balloons, maybe thousands yearly. So you can take a balloon ride. It was a little expensive, but it is a bucket list item, a once in a lifetime thing. Although she now wants to fly at night. She now wants to take a night flight. Yeah.
Maybe a two in
a lifetime.
Yearly. Now that I've done it, I love it.
So you're saying we got to come back. Well, we're going to come back maybe in a year.
A little bit less than a year, I think.
Okay.
But I would do it again. Absolutely.
Yeah. And last Sunday, when we would normally be doing a live stream, I was rafting down the Arkansas River just north of Royal Gorge from Pinnacle Rock here in Colorado. It was up north of Primrose, which is north of the Canyon City area. And that was my bucket list item, and I had a blast. It was an enjoyable, it was about 4 hours on the river.
Yeah.
And a couple hours to get there and a couple hours to get back. So it was an all-day thing, and that's why we weren't live. Miss Barbara didn't want to go live last Sunday by herself. But we've done so many things. I think Miss Barbara signed me up for indoor skydiving.
I did. You just need to call and make your reservation.
Indoor skydiving coming up for moi. I can't wait. That's going to be a hoot. Slow Momentum is here.
Hey, KT. Yeah, I saw you posted you were just about an hour, a little bit over an hour north of us out there by Denver. We posted a picture of how beautiful it was.
Yeah.
But he's in Colorado. He's heading towards Vegas. And we're glad to have you here.
Excellent. Thank you, KT, for being here. And you be safe out there on the road. Yeah, indoor skydiving. I've seen videos. I've watched it on TV. The flight is like 2 1-minute sessions, but they say, you know, it sounds like it's over before it started. But they say in that 1 minute, your body will do things they were never intended to do. So I'm really looking forward to it. Miss Barbara and whoever I can garner to hold a camera is going to be filming it. So we'll have film of it. We've got a lot of footage of the balloon festival.
Yes, we do.
We've got a lot of footage of the rafting down the Arkansas River. We didn't take any footage at the baseball game or the football game. Our fingers were way too numb for anything of that nature. However, the sun has come out now. It is a beautiful day out there.
Yes. Even since this morning, it has.
Oh, it was dreary this morning and cold.
Yeah, it's been about 24 hours of wet and drizzled, and.
But tonight we're going to fire up the fire pit.
Okay.
And we're going to relax out there around the fire pit. We've got about 2 weeks left in Colorado Springs. Still a few more things we need to do. We need to go to Manitou Springs and do some shopping.
Yep.
We want to do Garden of Gods again. We did Pikes Peak. That was awesome and got some great footage up there and back. We hadn't been up the peaks since 83, 84.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Because the only
you went up with my mother when y'all came here.
I did.
And that's been about 20 years ago.
About that. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
I go up just about every time I come home, and I come home about every 5 years or so.
So anyway, we got Pikes Peak footage. Look forward to those videos coming out. That video, balloon video, rafting video. We have plans tomorrow to go to the Olympic Village or the Olympic Training Facility.
Right here in
It's now an Olympic and Paralympic museum. So we're going to do that tomorrow. That's going to be awesome. Like I said, Manitou Springs, Garden of the Gods. Maybe go back to Royal Gorge.
Maybe.
And in between all of this, I've got some projects to do. I've got a solar project I need to get started. I've only got 2 weeks to finish that up. So got to get that one started. What else?
As far as projects?
Projects, sightseeing.
Well, we've got my 50th reunion coming up.
Well, that's the whole reason we're here.
Right.
Everything else is gravy. The reason we're in Colorado Springs is for Miss Barbara's 50th high school reunion.
And that's in 2 weekends.
And it's going to be 3 days of activities.
Dream on Wheels is here. No, the panels aren't up.
Hey, Dream on Wheels, Travis and I.
But the main reason the panels aren't up is because he was waiting for something slightly better.
I was waiting for a company to reach out to me, and they kind of hinted they would, but they're still forming their creators, content creators division, and I can't wait on them. Well, that's not true. I have until January to get the solar installed.
You do.
So I may not install the equipment I have and go ahead and give them a little time. I've been thinking about it lately.
In other words, it's a lot of work.
Well, no, that's not true. I don't mind doing it. I'm itching to do it. I can't wait to get
really
up there.
are.
That's my thing, installing, running wires, hooking up. And I want to so bad. And all the panels are taking up our space over here. The MTTP controller is behind me and all the equipment is here. But there is a company who reached out and kind of hinted to the fact that they might want us to promote or at least review their product. So I would hate to get all my panels installed and then have them reach out and say, hey. So I don't know. That will happen. That decision will happen Tuesday morning. Like I said, tomorrow we got the Olympics and Paralympics Museum and the grounds of the training center here in Colorado Springs. So Tuesday. Also, I think Thursday we're going to the Flying W.
Yes, which is a Chuck camp fire thing.
It's a cowboy thing.
A cowboy thing.
Yeah, they're going to have the Chuck wagon feed us, and they have country music and bands, and I don't know what all they have. It's going to be incredible.
It's something
and we're going with the whole family.
Yeah, we're going with my sister and her family, and there's a crowd of us going. It's something I've always wanted to do. I've never done, and it's been here for ever. They actually had a fire that destroyed most of it a couple years back, and they're built it back up again. So it's new all over again.
Yeah.
But it's the Chuck wagon style meal, and they'll have some entertainment and different things going on. So it's going to be an experience.
Travis, maybe panels still aren't up. No, that they aren't. Just install both of the other happens. They can run side by side. You're right. They can. But see, my problem is I've got 8 100-watt poly panels, and that's going to 8 of those will take up a lot of space on the roof, and I won't have a lot of space left for a series of 200-watt flexible panels, which this company is hinting on. So I don't know. We'll see. Tuesday morning, by next Sunday, when we do this live stream, I will either have installed all the panels and the charge controller, and I'll probably be waiting on some last minute parts or items I figured out I needed along the way, and be waiting for those before we actually pull out of here in 2 weeks. So yeah, I'm itching to get it done. I really am. I want to get it done. One thing we did get done is the
refrigerator.
You've heard us talk about it, but the video is just about done. We're trying to shoot the final segment of the video, but the weather will not cooperate. And when you finally see the video on the new 12-volt Everchill refrigerator install, you'll know why we're waiting to shoot the final outro for the video. But that's really all we got left to do. She has been installed, and buddy, we are so happy with that.
We really are. We really are.
And it's nice and cold.
But yeah, since we've been here, we have done something almost every day as far as checking things out. Hey, Sue from Lucky Dog. Glad to have you here.
Hello, Sue.
But we had a couple of days that we had some rest when we first got here.
We got here on a Saturday. Friday? Anyway, we got here on a Saturday.
Sunday.
We got here on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And that evening, Sunday evening, we had a cookout with Barbara's sister.
Yes, we did.
So we went over there, and the very next day we ate breakfast. No, we got here on a Saturday.
We got here on Saturday.
And the family gets together here in Colorado Springs. Her family gets together on Sunday morning at some eatery, some breakfast joint. They have one place they really like to go. And it's basically breakfast burritos, red and green chili sauces, and just things like that. That's where we went when we first got here. I was rafting last Sunday, so we didn't go. This morning, we all went to Cracker Barrel here nearby.
Nearby us.
And we'll do it again next Sunday. And of course, we'll see the family at the Flying W. I think that's Thursday.
That's Thursday.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm not sure what we got planned.
I don't really have much planned.
Monday, tomorrow, we're going to the Olympic Village.
That's really, that and the Flying W is really the only two things that are slated on schedule on the calendar. But we do, like you said, want to do some other local sites, day trip thing type thing, couple hours here, couple hours there.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing things, but not as hectic of a pace.
Yeah.
Because I had things booked just about every day. So.
And I've still got, when we were traveling up here, we were staying at campgrounds one night, 2 nights, one night, couple of nights. And I had all these projects I wanted to do, but you really can't do them in transit. So we're here now, and the major project obviously is solar, but there's still a few little projects that liquor cabinet, the liquor locker for Matilda needs to get done.
That needs to be done. That's where the old TV, the big, heavy.
Oh my gosh, that thing was
CRT?
over. CRT.
Big TV was.
Cathode ray tube. It was a huge, huge television, as Donald Trump would say, huge. And it was over 100 pounds. It almost killed me taking it out. But we've got that big void up there. And we've decided we're going to make a liquor locker. Basically, you put all our beverages up there. So I still need to do that. I want to cover my engine intake. The air intake cover is missing. Now, we haven't had a problem here.
No.
But in Corps of Engineer parks, little sparrows like to build a nest inside my diesel engine intake.
Well, that was during the spring, too. They're not exactly nesting right now.
Well, you could get 9 nasty gnats nesting in a gnat's nest.
You could.
And you'd have a mess. But we finally got our map on the RV.
We got 2 of them on.
Yeah, we've got the map back here. As you can see, it's a magnetic map, which fits on the Everchill stainless steel door. So we got that map, and we've also got a map outside, which it looks great.
We're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there. We've probably got a quarter of the country covered.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, easy. A quarter. Now, granted, we've been to a lot of those other states, just not with the RV.
Right.
So,
right.
John Chalker is here. Hello, John. Thank you so much. We really appreciate those comments on the videos. Also, we'd like to thank our members. We really appreciate it. And right now, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors with a video. Thank y'all. We really appreciate it. All our sponsors. Those are our members at RV Underway, and there's a join button, and it's right down here, right down there. If you'd like to investigate what joining RV Underway on YouTube holds in store for you, you can check that out. Also, we have the store button now on our YouTube homepage, and you can buy your RV Underway merch and sport it proudly. Miss Barbara said that Johnny's Journeys meetup has just concluded.
Yep.
And I hear they had a good time.
Yeah, they had a good time. That would have been something I would have liked to have been
I know.
to. There's several meetups that we're hoping to be able to go to maybe next year.
M22's coming up.
Their meetup is coming up. They're right there on. I mean, you can see you can order T-shirts and all that sort of stuff.
It's
coming up. So
Michigan. Michigan 22.
We want to do that one day.
Yep.
Probably next year.
Yep.
But yeah, the high school reunion, and it's kind of odd that you're having a high school reunion in September, but it was when we were able to get everything together and get things planned. And I wasn't on the planning committee, but I agreed to be here
Yep.
a long time ago, so we had to back out on some other previous arrangements like the jamboree and
Jamboree
stuff like
in
that.
North Georgia we're not going to make because we'll be finishing up here with only 3 days transit to get out there and even see anybody before it's over. So we just couldn't make it. It's 1,400 miles and 3 days.
That was going to be a little rough on us.
That's
so,
not me. I can't do that anymore. I could do that when I was younger, and it was a young family in a little Ford Escort or a Chevy Astro van, and we're boot scooting it across the country. But
yeah,
I can't do it anymore.
no. But we are, as we go home, we are making a couple of stops.
Definitely.
We're seeing a friend of ours for over 40 years.
Yeah.
Well, she's the daughter. Well, they're friends now.
Yeah.
She was the daughter of some dear friends of ours, and now she's a good friend. So
Yeah.
we'll be spending 2 days with them, or 2 nights, I should say. And then we're going down to Branson,
Missouri.
We're
We're going to do that touristy thing and meet up with Miss Barbara's friend,
I have a shipmate that lives there now.
Navy friend.
Who's actually in Italy right now.
And then we're going to highball it down to the Gulf Coast.
Well, first we're going to stop and see Troubadour.
Oh, Troubadour in Arkansas.
Yep. And then we're going to the coast.
And then we're going to the Gulf Coast for a meetup. That's going to be fun. Then we'll work our way back to Alabama, sell the home, and truly pull up roots.
Yes, absolutely.
Completely. And then I think we're going to winter over in Florida.
Yes. We've got 2 months. 2 months in Key West.
2 months in Key West. She's already booked those. That's why I have to get the solar going.
That's why you have to have
Because
solar
that's
on.
boondocking for 2 months. We did it for 3 weeks between the generator and the solar generator. We were able to easily do 3 weeks, and I have no problem doing 2 months. But solar would definitely help.
Yes.
That would help. We're going to wrap this thing up in 2 minutes. We want to thank you all for being here. We just have run out of things to say, and you folks have a lot of things to do with your Sunday afternoon. Unfortunately, Murder Mystery Haunted History.
They're not. Much needed family time this weekend.
Yeah,
so.
BB3 and Nettie will not be on for Murder Mystery Haunted History. I think I'm sure Jonnie of Johnny's Journey will have something. Probably. Box Van D, you can always count on her on a Sunday afternoon. And that's closer to 8 o'clock Eastern time.
Right.
5 o'clock Pacific. So be sure and check those out. Dream on Wheels. They've always got something going on. Make sure you check your subscriber list in YouTube and see what they got coming up tonight. We'll be checking them out as well. That's Travis and Yanai. And they're out there having a blast. Full-time RVing. And it's hard not to go through YouTube and not stumble over a short from Mel and Nettie or Charlie Grace or Travis and Yanai, and just a lot of great folks out there dropping
Waggs
shorts.
just put out one.
Yep, they just put out one about stowaways, critters on your RV. So be sure and check that one out. We came by a reptile store the other night, and I told Miss Barbara, I said, let's whip in here and buy a bearded dragon.
I love Scout.
Yeah.
At a distance. No, not for me.
You couldn't cuddle and snuggle with Scout?
Maybe for a second or two.
Little tongue flicking out. And
No.
anyway, we are going to hold this this live stream to just 30 minutes. And our time is up, really, if we're going to do 30 minutes. But we really want to thank y'all for being here with us. And we've got a busy week coming up, if not with family activities, with modifications to the RV. And we're going to be here for another week after that. 2 more weeks here in Colorado Springs. And look for some great videos coming out very soon. I got a lot of editing to do, a lot of catching up to do, and I think you guys will enjoy it. And on behalf of Miss Barbara, and we'd like to thank everybody who's here. We really appreciate y'all, and thank y'all for spending this little portion of your Sunday afternoon with us.
Yes.
And until we see you again, fair winds and following seas. God bless y'all.